The beauty in pain. I sat on the edge of my bed, staring at the cracked ceiling. My phone lay beside me, silent. No calls, no messages. The room felt empty, just like my heart. 3,500 euros, gone. Stolen by men who promised me a football career in Europe. I had been desperate. Too desperate. And now, I had nothing left. I had spent years chasing the dream of becoming a professional footballer. I sacrificed everything, my time, my energy, even my relationship. And yet, it had all led to this moment. Failure. As if losing the money wasn't enough, the girl I loved walked away. She said she couldn't keep waiting for someone who was chasing shadows. That she needed stability. Those words cut deeper than anything I had ever felt before. That night, I lay in bed, staring into the darkness. I had no tears left to cry. I felt lost, like a man with no future. Returning home. I had no choice but to go back home. The city had drained me of everything, money, dreams, and even hope. My parents welcomed me, but I could see the disappointment in their eyes. My father, a man of few words, only said, "So, what next?" I had no answer. For weeks, I stayed in my room, thinking. My dream had failed. I had no money to try again, and no one was willing to invest in me. I decided I would go back to school. Get a degree. Start over. But just when I was about to give up completely, something unexpected happened. One evening, I received a call from an unknown number. At first, I ignored it. But when it rang again, I picked up. "Hello. Good evening. Is this Daniel?" a voice asked. "Yes." "Who is this?" The man introduced himself as an investor. He and his team had been following my work as an amateur coach back when I ran a small football academy in my neighborhood. They wanted me to bring it back. "We believe you have potential," he said. "The academy collapsed when you left, but we want to help you rebuild it." I didn't know what to say. I had given up on football, but these strangers still saw something in me. "Think about it," he added before hanging up. And so, I thought about it. A new beginning. I took the job. At first, I was hesitant, but as I trained the young boys, I felt something stir inside me. A feeling I hadn't felt in years. I had spent so long chasing the dream of being a player that I never considered another path in football. But here, on the field, shaping young talents, I felt alive. Maybe I wasn't meant to be a player. Maybe I was meant to be a coach. The academy started growing again. Scouts began noticing our players. Investors were excited. It was the talk of the town. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like I had found my true purpose. Love finds me again. One evening, I decided to take a walk in a part of town I had never been to before. I wasn't looking for anything, just fresh air. That was when I saw her. I don't know what pushed me, but I walked up to her and started a conversation. She was different. Calm, smart, and beautiful in a way that wasn't just about looks. I asked for her number, and surprisingly, she gave it to me. When I got home, I stared at the number for a long time. I had avoided women for years, afraid of being hurt again. But something about this felt different. I texted her. We started talking. I told her my intentions from the start. I wasn't looking for games. I felt something for her, and I believed she could be the one. She turned me down. She was waiting for university admission to study law and wasn't ready for a relationship. It hurt, but I understood. I deleted our chats, but I couldn't delete her number. Weeks passed. Then, one day, while I was training my boys, my phone rang. It was her. I hesitated before picking up. Hello. Hey, I just wanted to check up on you, she said. I was speechless. That phone call changed everything. We started talking again. She later admitted that she had felt something for me the day we met but was scared of distractions. This time, she gave us a chance. Building together. We got admitted into different universities but in the same town. She studied law, and I studied anatomy. We supported each other through tough times, academically, financially, and emotionally. She was my biggest cheerleader, and I was hers. When I went for my NYSC, she went for her law school. We finished at the same time. The academy was booming. The investors had hired a coach in my absence, and players were getting transferred to Europe. I had shares in the academy's profits, and during my university days, I also set up a sports studio, making money from YouTube by bringing in top football personalities. She was always there, celebrating my wins, pushing me to do more. When she became a barrister and opened her own law firm, I was there too, cheering for her. We got engaged. But my dream wasn't over. I wanted to become a professional football coach. I applied for UEFA and FIFA coaching courses in Europe. It took me a year, but I did it. I got a coaching job in the UK. When I came back, I married the woman who had believed in me when I was at my lowest. We moved to the UK together, built a home, started a family. Looking back, I realized something: sometimes, failure leads you to where you truly belong. And sometimes, love finds you when you least expect it.